Medical alert. Do this just once a day to permanently reverse diabetes. Did you know there is a set of simple, practical, and accessible actions that can completely change your relationship with diabetes? We're not talking about magic formulas or empty promises. We're talking about daily habits confirmed by studies and by those who live this reality that have the power to transform your health. Maybe you've already tried everything. Strict diets, medications, restrictions that seem impossible. And even so, controlling your blood sugar remains a constant challenge. But what if the problem isn't what you're doing, but what you haven't discovered yet? The truth is there is a more balanced and sustainable path to reverse diabetes. A path based on conscious decisions that you can start applying today, even if you're starting from scratch. In this video, you will discover a sequence of natural actions that combined fight diabetes amazingly. These are steps that respect your pace, require no suffering, and give back autonomy over your own health. You will understand what is sabotaging your progress, even when everything seems right, and what you can do to regain control of your blood sugar definitively. Want to know what this transformative habit is that needs to enter your routine immediately? And more, want to discover how small details in your day can be the key to breaking free from the diabetes cycle? Then don't go anywhere. I will reveal 15 habits that will help you in this fight. Chapter 15. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Staying well hydrated is one of the simplest and most powerful actions in diabetes control. Water plays an essential role in regulating glucose, helping to eliminate excess sugar through urine. When the body is dehydrated, the kidneys work harder, and this directly impacts the body's balance. A well-hydrated body can eliminate toxins more efficiently. This is fundamental to avoiding overload and common complications in diabetes. Have you ever stopped to think about how much water you really drink during the day? Often, we believe we are drinking enough, but the reality may be different. Ideally, spread your intake throughout the hours, not concentrate it all at once. This way, the body can absorb better and use this water more efficiently. A good habit is to keep a bottle nearby and use it as a visual reminder. Besides helping kidney function, water also contributes to satiety, reducing the urge to snack between meals. This can be a great ally for those seeking to control weight, which is also crucial in diabetes treatment. Often, thirst is confused with hunger, leading to poor food choices. Being well hydrated helps maintain focus and mental clarity throughout the day. Even energy and mood improve with adequate hydration. Another important point is that water has no calories, no sugar, and causes no glycemic spikes. This makes it the perfect drink for any time of day. Unlike juices, sodas, or even fitness drinks, it offers pure and safe hydration. But beware, avoid replacing water with sugary liquids. Even if they seem harmless, they sabotage glycemic control and hinder your progress. If you have difficulty drinking water, you can use simple strategies to make it more pleasant. Add slices of lemon, mint leaves, or pieces of ginger to give a light, refreshing flavor. This stimulates consumption without adding calories or substances that harm glycemia. Another tip is to set goals. For example, 1 glass every 2 hours. Over time, the habit strengthens and the body begins to naturally ask for water. Chapter 14. Take daily walks. Walking is one of the most accessible and effective exercises for those who want to control diabetes. It doesn't require expensive equipment, can be done anywhere, and still brings numerous benefits. When you walk, the body uses glucose as an energy source, naturally lowering blood sugar levels. Moreover, regular practice improves insulin sensitivity, making the body more efficient. And all this without excessive impact on the joints. Many people still believe you need to go to the gym or run long distances to see results. But the truth is that a simple 30-minute walk daily already makes a huge difference. This time can be divided throughout the day, in smaller blocks of 10 or 15 minutes. The important thing is to maintain consistency. Regularity brings the greatest benefits, not intensity. When walking, you also activate blood circulation, strengthen the heart, and improve mood. This happens because exercise stimulates the release of endorphins, the hormones of well-being. Less stress, more emotional control, and renewed disposition to face the day. Walking outdoors enhances these effects thanks to contact with nature and sun exposure. The result is a powerful combination for your overall health. If you have never walked regularly, start slowly. Don't push yourself too hard right away. Take a walk around the block, then gradually increase the distance. Wear comfortable clothes, choose a pleasant time, and make this practice your own moment. Walking can also be a time for reflection or a necessary mental break during your routine. Your body and mind will thank you for this self-care. Chapter 13. Reduce stress with techniques like meditation. Have you noticed how stress directly affects your body? For those living with diabetes, this impact can be even deeper. Chronic stress releases a hormone called cortisol, which raises blood sugar levels. In other words, the more stressed you are, the harder it is to control diabetes. And worse, often we don't even realize how much pressure we're under. The good news is that there are simple and natural ways to reduce this impact. Techniques like meditation and deep breathing help calm the nervous system and balance hormones. Just a few minutes a day can make a difference. You don't need to become a meditation master. Just closing your eyes, breathing deeply, and focusing on the present can be enough to start. Creating this habit may seem challenging at first, but it's well worth it. You can use guided apps, videos, or just the silence of the environment. Start with 5 minutes a day and increase as you feel comfortable. The important thing is to make this moment part of your routine. Like brushing your teeth, meditating, or conscious breathing becomes an essential personal care. Besides controlling blood sugar, these practices reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and strengthen mental health. This is especially important for those living with the constant pressure of diabetes treatment. Living calmly is not a luxury, it's part of the cure. A calm body reacts better to stimuli, absorbs nutrients better, and produces insulin more efficiently. Chapter 12. Consume foods rich in fiber. Dietary fibers are true heroines in glycemic control. When you consume fiber-rich foods like leafy greens, oats, and chia, the body absorbs carbohydrates more slowly. This means blood sugar levels remain stable longer. No spikes followed by sharp drops, which are so harmful to those with diabetes. Fiber acts as a natural brake in the digestion process. One of the main effects of fiber is increasing satiety. This helps reduce hunger throughout the day and avoids the infamous off-hour snacks, often rich in sugar. Eating more consciously and less impulsively is one of the keys to reversing diabetes. And fiber makes this happen naturally. A plate full of leafy greens and whole grains is more powerful than it seems. Did you know many processed foods lose all their fiber during manufacturing? That's why it's so important to prioritize fresh or minimally processed foods. The difference in glycemic control is noticeable. Also, fibers feed the good bacteria in the gut, improving gut flora. And a healthy gut is essential for metabolism and immunity. Oats, for example, are an excellent source of beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that helps reduce cholesterol and glucose. Chia forms a gel in the stomach that slows digestion and promotes satiety. Leafy vegetables, in turn, are rich in insoluble fibers, helping the intestines work better. Combining these sources daily is a simple, efficient, and tasty strategy. Chapter 11. Get regular sun exposure. Few people associate sunlight with blood sugar control, but the truth is vitamin D plays a central role in metabolic health. It directly aids pancreas function and insulin production. In other words, adequate vitamin D levels can improve the body's response to insulin and facilitate blood sugar control. It's as if the sun recharges an essential battery for metabolism. Getting sun exposure for at least 15 to 20 minutes a day, especially in the early morning hours, is enough to keep vitamin D levels balanced. Of course, this depends on various factors like skin color, geographic location, and season. In regions with low sunlight, supplementation may be necessary. But this should always be done with medical guidance and updated exams. Besides acting in insulin production, vitamin D reduces inflammation and boosts the immune system. This is particularly important for those with diabetes, since chronic inflammation is one of the main causes of insulin resistance. With less inflammation, insulin works more efficiently. Consequently, glycemic control becomes much easier. Vitamin D deficiency is linked to several problems: fatigue, low immunity, depression, and even weight gain. All of this can worsen diabetes and complicate treatment. That's why the sun should not be underestimated. It's a free source of health. And sun exposure also stimulates serotonin production, improving mood and general well-being. If you spend most of your time indoors, it's time to rethink that habit. Try walking outdoors, opening windows, letting your skin breathe. Nature offers incredible resources, and sunlight is one of them. On cloudy days or in winter, talk to your doctor about the possibility of supplementing vitamin D. What you cannot do is let this vitamin be missing from your body. Chapter 10. Avoid ultraprocessed and refined foods. If there is a silent enemy in the fight against diabetes, it's ultra-processed foods. Foods like filled cookies, chips, sodas, and processed meats seem practical, but hide real traps. They're loaded with hidden sugars, refined flours, chemical additives, and trans fats. All these ingredients completely disrupt metabolism and make blood sugar control difficult. When consuming these foods, the body reacts with quick sugar spikes in the blood. This demands an intense insulin response, which over time wears out the pancreas. The result? More insulin resistance, more abdominal fat accumulation, and more difficulty reversing diabetes. Moreover, ultra-processed foods are addictive. They're formulated to create immediate pleasure, making healthier choices harder. Many of these products also have misleading labels like sugar-free or whole, but are just disguised versions. It's necessary to read ingredients carefully. The more strange names and additives, the worse for your health. Natural products have few ingredients and don't need long lists. The simpler, the better. The ideal is to focus on foods that come from the earth, not the factory. Switching ultra-processed foods for natural options is not as hard as it seems. A snack with fruits, nuts, and water is much more nutritious than a pack of cookies. A homemade meal with vegetables and grains is much more powerful than a frozen lasagna. It may take a little more work at first, but the results are well worth it. Eliminating or minimizing these foods may be the biggest step in reversing diabetes. It's like taking your foot off the brake and letting your body finally run smoothly. You will feel more energy, less swelling, more mental clarity. Health begins to rebuild from the inside out, and it all starts with what you choose to put on your plate. Chapter 9. Drink Padavaka tea. Padavaka is a medicinal plant known for a long time for its properties in glycemic control. Its name comes from the peculiar shape of the leaves, which resemble a cow's hoof. But what really matters is what it does inside the body. Padavaka tea works gently but effectively, helping reduce blood sugar levels. It is a natural solution that has been used in traditional medicine with great results. This plant contains compounds that mimic insulin action, facilitating glucose entry into cells. This makes the tea a great ally for those facing insulin resistance. Including this drink in the routine, many people report improvement in type 2 diabetes symptoms. But the most interesting thing is that its effect is progressive, working better with continuous use. It's not an immediate solution, but it's sustainable. To prepare the tea, just boil some dried Padavaka leaves in water for about 10 minutes. Then strain and drink warm, preferably between meals. It's important not to overdo the dose. 1 or 2 cups a day are enough. More than that can cause adverse effects, especially in those already using hypoglycemic medications. Therefore, supervision is always recommended. Another benefit of this tea is its diuretic effect, which helps the body eliminate toxins and excess glucose through urine. This relieves the load on the kidneys and contributes to overall body balance. Besides that, Padavaka also has antioxidant properties that help fight inflammation. And as we have seen, less inflammation means better glycemic control. It is important to remember that tea does not replace medication or medical guidance, but can be a valuable complement. Its use must be inserted into a routine of healthy habits. The advantage is that it is cheap, easy to prepare, and does not require drastic changes. With discipline and proper guidance, Padavaka tea can become a powerful ally in your journey to reverse diabetes. Chapter 8. Use raw garlic in meals. Raw garlic is a true treasure of nature when it comes to metabolic health. Much more than a tasty seasoning, it contains bioactive compounds with potent effects on the body. One of them is allicin, released when garlic is crushed or chopped, which has anti-inflammatory and hypoglycemic properties. This means it helps reduce blood sugar levels and improves insulin action, all naturally and accessibly. Consuming raw garlic regularly can help improve insulin sensitivity, reducing the resistance so common in people with type 2 diabetes. And that's not all. Garlic also has positive effects on blood pressure and cholesterol levels. These factors are important because diabetes often comes with cardiovascular problems. In other words, garlic acts on multiple fronts at the same time. A simple tip is to add crushed raw garlic to salads, sauces, or even over cooked vegetables at serving time. By avoiding cooking, you preserve the active compounds lost with heat. If the flavor is too strong, a solution is to let the chopped garlic rest for a few minutes before consuming. This intensifies its therapeutic effects and reduces pungency. It's a small adjustment that yields great benefits. Another important point is garlic's antioxidant action. It fights free radicals that damage cells and promote inflammation. This is especially relevant for those with diabetes, since oxidative stress is behind many complications of the disease. Keeping the body free of inflammation is a crucial step to reversing this condition. And garlic offers this in a practical and efficient way. If you're just starting to introduce raw garlic into your diet, start with small amounts. 1 clove a day is enough to reap benefits without causing gastrointestinal discomfort. Over time, you can increase according to your tolerance. Remember, balance is always key. Garlic is a powerful ally, but like any substance, should be used in moderation and regularly. Chapter 7. Consume nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds are true superfoods when it comes to metabolic health. Rich in good fats, fiber, and minerals like magnesium and zinc, they help reduce inflammation in the body and improve insulin sensitivity. This means the body begins to use glucose more efficiently. For those living with diabetes, this small adjustment can represent a big improvement in glycemic control. Magnesium present in nuts is especially relevant. This mineral participates in more than 300 biochemical processes in the body, many related to sugar metabolism. Studies show that people deficient in magnesium have a higher risk of developing insulin resistance. Including nuts in the diet is a natural and tasty way to avoid this problem. And the best part, it doesn't require great effort. Besides helping control sugar, nuts also promote satiety. This avoids excessive carbohydrate consumption and reduces glycemic peaks. A handful of nuts or seeds in the afternoon, for example, can prevent you from snacking on sweets or refined foods. And unlike processed snacks, they provide real and beneficial nutrients to the body. It's a perfect example of an intelligent swap in the diet. Another positive point is versatility. Nuts and seeds can be eaten plain in salads, yogurts, or even in sweet recipes with little sugar. Just a small amount per day, about a closed fist, is enough to enjoy their benefits. Overdoing it is unnecessary since they are calorie-dense foods. The secret is the right portion and constant consumption. These nuts also help protect the heart, something fundamental for people with diabetes. They reduce bad cholesterol, increase good cholesterol, and improve the elasticity of blood vessels. This reduces the risk of cardiovascular complications, which are so common in uncontrolled glycemia cases. Nuts and seeds, therefore, are much more than a healthy snack. They are therapeutic tools. In the next chapter, we will talk about a simple but powerful ingredient, mulberry leaves. You will discover how they can help not only in blood sugar control, but also in kidney protection, another essential organ for those living with diabetes. Chapter 6. Include mulberry leaves in your diet. Mulberry leaves are a true treasure of natural medicine, especially for those living with diabetes. Rich in bioactive compounds like flavonoids and tannins, they help control blood sugar levels effectively. Tea made from these leaves is traditionally used to stabilize glycemia and improve insulin metabolism. And best of all, it's simple, cheap, and easy to prepare. An accessible solution that can be part of your routine. The main benefit of mulberry leaves lies in their ability to reduce carbohydrate absorption in the intestine. This prevents rapid glucose spikes after meals, one of the biggest villains for people with diabetes. In addition, their natural antioxidants fight inflammation, which improves pancreatic function and protects blood vessels. It's a powerful combination of actions working where it matters most, and all from a leaf. Another important point is kidney protection, one of the organs most harmed by diabetes. The compounds present in mulberry leaves help prevent renal overload caused by excess glucose in the blood. Keeping the kidneys healthy reduces the risk of complications like renal failure. This preventive care is essential and little talked about, and it can start with a simple cup of tea a day. Mulberry leaves can be consumed as tea, infusion, or even chopped in salads if fresh. For tea, just boil some leaves in water for 5 to 10 minutes, strain, and drink warm. Ideally, take it between meals twice a day. Over time, you will notice more balance in your sugar levels and improved digestion. It's an easy habit to adopt with surprising benefits. It is important to remember that, like any natural treatment, mulberry leaf use must be constant for results to appear. It's not a magic formula, but a daily ally. And of course, all this must be accompanied by healthy eating and physical activity. The set of actions guarantees safe and lasting disease reversal. Chapter 5. Sleep well every night. Have you ever stopped to think how the quality of your sleep can directly affect your blood sugar? Sleeping well is essential for hormonal balance and proper metabolism function. When sleep is insufficient or interrupted, the body produces more cortisol and adrenaline, hormones that raise blood sugar levels. And this can completely disrupt diabetes control, even with good diet and exercise. During sleep, the body repairs cells, regulates appetite hormones, and adjusts insulin use. Sleeping less than 7 hours a night increases insulin resistance, making glucose entry into cells more difficult. Moreover, lack of rest causes more hunger and cravings for simple carbohydrates. In other words, a vicious cycle is established. Poor sleep leads to worse food choices and greater difficulty in glycemic control. The good news is that improving sleep quality can be simpler than it seems. Creating a consistent nighttime routine with fixed sleep and wake times already makes a big difference. Avoiding bright screens and heavy foods at night also helps the body enter the necessary relaxation state. The bedroom environment should be dark, quiet, and comfortable, free of distractions that interrupt rest. Another important tip is to pay attention to stress levels before sleeping. Breathing techniques, meditation, or light reading can help calm the mind and prepare the body for a peaceful night. A warm bath or a calming infusion, like chamomile or lemongrass, can also contribute. The important thing is to signal to the body that it's time to slow down. Small nightly rituals make a big difference in the long run. Often people with diabetes live with sleep apnea without knowing it, a disorder that interrupts breathing during the night and worsens glycemic control. If you wake up tired, with headaches or feeling of suffocation, see a doctor. Treating these disorders can drastically improve your quality of life and facilitate disease control. Sleep is a powerful therapeutic resource that must be valued. Chapter 4. Supplement with Chromium. Chromium is an essential mineral that directly regulates glucose and insulin sensitivity. It enhances insulin action in the body, facilitating sugar entry into cells and lowering its concentration in the blood. This means that with adequate chromium levels, the body can better control glycemia. And this is a huge advantage for those fighting type 2 diabetes. Studies show chromium deficiency is linked to increased insulin resistance and greater difficulty in sugar control. Supplementation may be indicated especially for people with unbalanced diets or high consumption of refined foods. But it's important to emphasize, any supplement use must be done under medical guidance. Excess chromium can also cause adverse effects. Chromium is naturally present in foods like broccoli, nuts, lean meat, and whole grains. However, its concentration in foods is usually low, especially in modern diets with many processed products. That's why in some cases supplementation becomes necessary. Various forms are available on the market, such as chromium picolinate, which is well absorbed by the body. The main benefits of chromium supplementation include improved insulin sensitivity, reduced fasting glucose, and more efficient appetite control. It also helps reduce cravings for sweets, making it easier to adhere to a balanced diet. This can be especially useful for those starting the habit change process. A small adjustment that brings great results. But chromium is not a substitute for healthy eating, exercise, or good habits. It's a reinforcement, a complementary piece that can speed up results when the rest of the lifestyle is well aligned. It's like an extra push in the right direction. To know if you need it, it's ideal to do tests and talk to a health professional who understands the subject. Now that you know this powerful supplement, in the next chapter we will explore a simple and traditional practice that can even be done fasting, drinking lemon juice with warm water. You will be surprised by the effects of this combination on your metabolism. Chapter 3. Drink lemon juice with warm water fasting. One of the simplest and most effective practices to start the day off right is to drink lemon juice with warm water on an empty stomach. This combination helps activate metabolism, improves digestion, and has alkalizing effects on the body. Although lemon is acidic to the taste, it has an alkaline effect on the body once metabolized. This creates a more balanced internal environment, favoring glycemic control. A small act with big benefits. Also, lemon is rich in vitamin C, which strengthens the immune system and has antioxidant properties. These antioxidants help combat free radicals that promote inflammation, and as we know, inflammation is at the root of insulin resistance. Drinking lemon with warm water in the morning also stimulates the liver to eliminate accumulated toxins, which improves liver function and glucose processing. It's a natural boost for the body right after waking up. The warmth of the water enhances the effects of the drink, facilitating digestion and nutrient absorption. And by doing it fasting, this habit prepares the digestive system for the day ahead, avoiding sugar spikes right in the morning. It's worth remembering this ritual does not replace breakfast, but should precede it by at least 20 minutes. It's a moment of self-care before any other meal or commitment. Many people notice improved intestinal transit after including this habit, which contributes to proper absorption of food and better weight control. This, in turn, also helps insulin sensitivity. The practice also favors hydration after hours of overnight fasting, gently and efficiently waking up the body. And all this at very low cost and very easy execution. To prepare, just squeeze half a lemon into a glass of warm water, never boiling, and drink on an empty stomach. The simplicity of the process should not deceive you. The effect of this drink can be surprising. With just a few days of continuous use, many report more energy, better digestion, and more stable glycemia. A daily gesture, almost symbolic, representing your commitment to health and well-being. Chapter 2. Include turmeric with black pepper in the diet. Turmeric, also known as saffron root, is one of nature's most potent spices. Its active ingredient, curcumin, has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that directly aid glucose control. When combined with black pepper, its power is even greater. Piperine, present in pepper, increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. This transforms this duo into a true, natural therapeutic formula. In type 2 diabetes, chronic inflammation is one of the central factors of insulin resistance. By fighting this inflammation, turmeric helps the body better react to existing insulin, facilitating glycemic control. In addition, studies indicate turmeric may also reduce blood sugar levels and improve lipid profiles. It's a natural solution that acts on multiple aspects of metabolism. And best of all, it can be incorporated into any meal. You can add turmeric with black pepper in soups, stir-fries, scrambled eggs, salads, and even teas or juices. A pinch a day is enough to get its effects. The flavor is mild and slightly earthy, and when well combined, it adds value to recipes. For even better results, you can pair it with a source of good fat like olive oil or coconut oil. This increases the bioavailability of curcumin in the body. Another amazing benefit is the protection turmeric offers the liver, an essential organ for blood sugar control. By improving liver function, the body processes glucose better and stores energy more efficiently. This has direct effects on stabilizing glycemia. It's like the body returns to its natural balance mode, all from a simple seasoning. It's important to remember that, although natural, turmeric must be used with consistency and balance. Like any nutritional intervention, its effects are cumulative and subtle at first. But over time, you'll notice improvements in mood, digestion, energy, and blood sugar control. It's an example of how small dietary adjustments can bring profound and lasting changes. Chapter 1. Sweet potato. Sweet potato is one of the most recommended foods for those seeking to control blood sugar healthily. It has a low glycemic index, meaning it releases sugar slowly and steadily into the blood. This avoids the dreaded glucose spikes that disrupt diabetes control. In addition, it is rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that protect the body as a whole. A true functional food. Its high fiber content helps prolong satiety and improves intestinal transit. This helps control weight, another crucial factor in reversing type 2 diabetes. Including sweet potato in meals provides quality energy without overloading the pancreas. Unlike white bread or refined rice, it nourishes and protects at the same time. And its pleasant flavor facilitates its inclusion in the daily menu. Sweet potato is also an excellent source of vitamin A, vitamin C, manganese, and potassium. These nutrients play a direct role in reducing inflammation, strengthening the immune system, and regulating blood pressure. All this is especially important for those living with diabetes who need to care for health integrally. Eating well is, indeed, a form of treatment. There are many ways to prepare sweet potato: boiled, baked, mashed, or even in natural desserts. The secret is not to fry it or combine it with refined ingredients. When properly prepared, it becomes a complete and functional option. Ideal for any meal of the day, especially as a substitute for simple carbohydrates. It offers clean and stable energy. Another differential of sweet potato is its versatility. It can be combined with eggs, vegetables, lean meat, or even in vegetarian recipes. Making it a dietary habit strengthens your body and balances metabolism. This humble and nutritious root is more than food. It's an ally in your healing journey. Use it wisely and consistently, and results will come. And if you want to keep receiving the best videos for your health, subscribe to the channel, because it exists for only one reason: to make you a healthier person with better quality of life. Helping you is my mission. In the video that now appears on your screen, I reveal 10 collagen-rich fruits you must eat today to care for your legs and joints. Click on the screen and check it out.